electric vehicle center in Dearborn, Michigan, where the new electric, yes, an electric F-150 pickup truck is going to be produced. Biden touted the electric vehicle agenda, his electric vehicle agenda, and pricey $2 trillion infrastructure package. Joining us now to discuss, Republican Congresswoman from Florida, Cammack. Congresswoman, I think a lot of Republicans are on board with some kind of infrastructure, but how they define it and how the Biden administration defines it are two different things, right?
Oh, Bob, you're absolutely right. You know, I was on the phone earlier today with one of my local elected officials talking about the need for a reliable infrastructure package that actually dealt with roads and bridges, not this monstrosity of a so-called infrastructure plan by Biden that is the price tag of $2.25 trillion. And as you mentioned, he was just at the Ford plant, you know, touting his electric vehicle agenda that is massive in the billions, I think about $175 billion. But, you know, it reminds me a lot of the whole cylinder push we saw years ago, about a decade ago, when $570 million of government money was given to companies to produce solar panels. And that ended up being the flop of the century. This is nothing more than, again, the Green New Deal under a new name, trying to push for an agenda that has anything to do but build roads and bridges or rural broadband, the things that we actually need, the things that will get our economy back on track, especially now that Biden's ruined it.
You know, President Biden took to Twitter after speaking at the Ford facility today. He said this: the American Jobs Plan is a blue-collar blueprint to rebuild America. It's a plan that will leave no one behind. That's why nearly 90% of the jobs created in the plan do not require a bachelor's degree. So how do you feel about the jobs created under his plan and then the jobs destroyed already?
You know, I find it pretty funny that Wall Street Joe is talking about supporting a blue-collar plan. I mean, let's be honest. Hiking up the capital gains and the corporate tax rate, the corporate tax rate to 28%, doubling capital gains, that doesn't impact the businesses. It gets all passed down to consumers. You're going to see, and we're already seeing it right now, we're seeing stagnant growth, record unemployment. We're seeing inflation on the rise. People and industries are not going to invest in an economy where it is looking more and more like government interference is going to tell you how and when you're going to do business. So again, you have someone who has been completely backed by Wall Street, who has killed jobs with a stroke of a pen, thousands of jobs, making our country less safe, keeping the borders open, talking about how he's all of a sudden a man of the people and touting blue collar jobs. Give me a break. This is just, again, more of the ultra-liberal left agenda at play, and they're taking it step by step. And I think the American people are waking up to exactly what this is. This is government control, and they want equal outcome, not equal opportunity. And let's remember for 1 second that it's not government that creates jobs. This is about private industry, and it's only private industry that creates jobs, and government just needs to get the hell out of the way.
Congresswoman, there are a lot of people that would argue right now there are plenty of jobs. They're just people have no incentive to take the jobs because they're getting paid unemployment plus enhanced unemployment plus stimulus checks. And would you favor cutting those off at this point and seeing how the economy, which, you know, it's been pretty strong. I mean, 6.4% last quarter, if you just let the economy go on its own and not get in the way.
Yeah, I mean, we now have put the government in a position where we're in the business of keeping people unemployed. Yeah. We're paying people not to work. I can't tell you how many calls, messages, emails, text messages I get a day from local employers. It could be in the retail industry, the service industry, construction, hospitality, agriculture. They are hurting so bad for business. I can tell you right now, Chick-fil-A is hiring at $18 an hour in my district, and they're cutting hours because they don't have enough people. I have a message from Chipotle saying that if you work there for 3 years, they'll give you 6 figures as an assistant manager. Wow. This is crazy. We are paying people to stay home and work. We're incentivizing them to stay home and work. This is really a social experiment in universal basic income, because once you qualify for one program, you automatically qualify for others. And we're already seeing this plan that we're going to do an extended child tax credit, which would be a monthly tax credit, thousands of dollars per child. Look at what we're incentivizing. It's time that we cut off this notion that everyone should be unemployed. There's plenty of job openings, good paying jobs. Let's get people back to work and our economy back on track.
Yeah. All right.
I was going to say 21 states now saying no to that enhanced unemployment.
Right, that it's an incentive for people to stay at home. And as you're saying, Congresswoman, let's get people back to work, not staying at home,
Absolutely.
getting paid to stay at home. Thank you, Congresswoman
Exactly.
Kat Cammack.